Indiana has fewer state parks than any of its surrounding states, but many of the parks it does have are great places to visit and hike. I'm Big Dave, the parks professor. In my 27 years of hiking, I have visited and hiked in every Indiana state park. In these videos, I'm going to rank all 25 Indiana state parks, starting at number 25 and ending at number 1. In this video, we're going to look at the middle 8. These rankings are solely my opinion, and they are based on the park's scenery, hiking options, amenities, and when applicable, historical value. Starting with number 15, we find Lincoln State Park. This park is located literally across the road from Lincoln Boyhood National Memorial, which preserves the farm site where Abraham Lincoln grew up. This park is named for Sarah Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln's sister, and it has some historical value. It preserves the town site where the Lincolns came to buy and sell. Unfortunately, very little remains of the town site. Like most state parks in Indiana, this park has a nice campground, aquatic recreation on a man-made lake, and some beautiful forests with a nice system of hiking trails. But it doesn't have any unique scenery or amenities, and the Lincoln connection is the only reason this park ranks above some of the parks we saw in the first video. It's a nice place to spend a couple of days, but not much more. Moving up to number 14, we find Chino Lakes State Park. This park is centered around a system of 9 kettle lakes, most of which are linked together by stream-like water channels. Thus, this park may be the best paddling destination in all of Indiana. In addition to the paddling trails, the park also has an extensive system of hiking trails. The trails take you around the kettle lakes and over the canes. Although the scenery is nice, it's not really unique scenery. There are plenty of glacier-formed caves and kettle lakes across the northern United States. The park does have a little historical value, the brick Stanley Schoolhouse, which dates to 1915. I enjoyed my visit to this park, but other than the paddling options, there isn't much here that you won't find at other parks. Thus, this park ranks higher than some but lower than others. Coming in at number 13 is Charlestown State Park. There are 2 state parks in Indiana that are located on old military sites. We saw the first one, Fort Harrison State Park, at the end of the previous video, and of course, this is the second one. This park occupies the ground of the former Indiana Army Ammunition Plant, which operated here until 1995. The park has a large campground, several hiking trails, and a unique historical feature, the site of the former Rose Island Amusement Park along the Ohio River. The amusement park operated here in the early 1900s, and visitors from nearby Louisville would take the river ferry across and up the river to get to the park. There are plenty of amusement park ruins to see, and today the ruins are accessed by a hiking trail that crosses the historic and relocated Portersville Bridge. Amusement park ruins aside, most of this park still has all the charm of an old ammunition plant. While this park has some nice amenities and some historical value, the natural scenery just isn't good enough to make this park rank any higher. Rising up at number 12 is Mounds State Park. And this park is our first award winner. It wins the Pastor David Rickard Award for the park in these rankings with the best historical value. This is one of the smallest state parks in Indiana, and its limited amenities include only a small campground, a few picnic areas, and a swimming pool. But this park exudes history at every corner. The brick Bronnenberg House dates to the 1840s, and a concrete pier from an interurban train station sits on the park's main hiking trail, as do some other urban ruins. But the park's main attraction is its collection of ancient ceremonial mounds, which are over 2,000 years old. Several mounds on site are noteworthy, but the park's biggest mound is the so-called Great Mound, a circular enclosure that measures over 1,000 feet in circumference. The Great Mound is a short walk from the parking lot, but this park also offers hiking trails along the White River, so it has some natural scenery too. Of the 3 state parks in Metro Indianapolis, this one is easily my favorite. Moving up to number 11, we find Shakamak State Park. This park features not 1, not 2, but 3 large man-made lakes. Thus, there is plenty of aquatic recreation, in addition to a large campground and an extensive trail system. This park also has some interesting historical value, a set of belly coal mines that operated in the early 1900s. Miners would crawl on their bellies to get to the coal, and a demonstration mine is passed on one of the park's hiking trails. So with all of these amenities and history, what keeps this park from ranking higher? Well, the terrain is persistently flat, and therefore none of the many hiking trails pass any truly unique scenery. This park offers a great experience for what it has to work with, but what it has to work with is limited. Before we get to the top 10, I want to thank you for watching this video. I don't make any money for anything I do for this project, so if you like this sort of video, please click the thumbs up and subscribe buttons. That helps other people find the video and encourages me to bring more of this sort of thing your way. Coming in at number 10 is Prophetstown State Park. Established in 2004, this is the most recently constructed state park in Indiana. Normally the newer parks are not the better parks, but that isn't really true in this case. This park protects a scenic area near the confluence of the Tippecanoe and Wabash rivers, and the large amount of prairie and open wetlands make the scenery better than you would expect for an area this flat. The park is also located near a settlement established by the Shawnee leader Tecumseh and his brother, who was known as the Prophet, in 1808. That settlement only lasted 3 years, but gives this park its name and gives the park some historical value. A Circle of Stones monument near the main trailhead pays homage to the native peoples who lived here. The amenities are also nice, and they include a small campground, a fishing pond, both paved biking and dirt hiking trails, and a living history museum that demonstrates farming in the 1920s. I wasn't expecting much of this park when I came here, but I was wrong. This park has a little of everything, and I really enjoyed my visit and hike here. Growing up at number 9 is Obannon Woods State Park. This park is another award winner. It wins the Journeyman Award for the park in these rankings with the best backpacking. That backpacking is the Adventure Trail, a rugged 25-mile backpacking trail with lots of steep areas and good views of the Ohio River. It's a tough trail, but it's the most popular backpacking trail in any Indiana state park. The park also has several shorter hiking trails that explore the hills, hollows, bluffs, and riverside areas the park has to offer. Despite its rugged and remote location, this park has surprisingly good amenities that include a large campground and a family aquatics center. It also features the Wyandotte Caves, which are accessible only on guided tours. It's not easy to get here, but if you're willing to make the journey deep into the hills of southern Indiana, you'll probably like what you find here. Moving up to number 8, we find Pokagon State Park. This park is located in the glacier-formed kettle and cane topography of northeast Indiana. Thus, the extensive trail network has more up and down than you might expect for this part of the state. The many trails pass some nice scenery, but where this park really shines is with its amenities. In addition to the usual large campground and aquatic recreation on Lake James, this park features the Potawatomi Inn, a full-service inn that dates to 1927. But perhaps this park's most famous amenity is its toboggan run, which offers 2 tracks and allows for speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. In both summer and winter, there are many fun things to do here, and this park offers far more than you might expect for a park in this part of the state. Well, that's the middle 8. Next time, we'll look at the top 7. Until then, I'm Big Dave, the Parks Professor for Parking Full Time. Have a great afternoon, take care, and Lord bless.